shit.
Like an hour, I'm like, I'll take a little bit more here, do this here. But
How you doing, man?
Well, yourself.
I'm alright. I was just trying to remember something. I didn't want to lose the thought. Salaki.
You look all right.
I was with Captain the Gaul. Clubhouse just now. People just kept saying, okay, say it, but don't say the Bible.
Yeah, it's like yeah. They be trying to cover.
Or the guard.
God.
Hardcore, boy.
Yeah.
Yes.
I be listening, and some of the I would say idiocracy that people respond and they say, like Cap's giving the answer about what led him to come to the truth, and the cat's listening, Benayai or something like that, whatever his name is, and he interrupts him to say, well, why did she tell y'all to do that? He kept like, I just told you, I don't know. If you was listening, you would have heard me say it was a revival. And the question that was posed, or the command or order that was given, was for us to run up and drop the money at the feet. Cat's like, what kind of church is you going to? It's a revival. And I didn't chime in though, but it was one of those things where I could have chimed in like, back when, you know what I'm saying? I was in the church and everything else though. You had evangelists that would do the same thing. They would claim that, run real quick, first one, get your blessing, $100.
Oh yeah.
And Cat's like, he's like, they got ushers in the church. That's not the point of why they were saying that stuff. It is really irrelevant. But it was just something, you know, that when he was explaining the situation, he realized something wasn't right. And the cat just kept interrupting. The cat's like, yo, this is what I just said. This is my experience. You gonna tell me my experience is incorrect?
Right.
You gonna tell me that I didn't go through this?
Right.
And he later on went into details to even talk about how it was his family members that was the pastor of the church. So it was much greater for him to, you know, sort of take that, hey, y'all, what y'all doing is wrong, because he now speaking against, you know, as they would say, you know, his family.
Right.
And everything that they taught and believed.
I was just laughing because when I came into that specific room just now, I had pulled up. I guess it clicked off because of the internet here. So, and it must have cut me out. But when I first got into the room, it was like, oh, there's gonna be a Hebrew Israelite platform. It's the second one, and you're up. There's 3 now. That's crazy. And it's like 50 speakers, and then it's 200 people listening, but it's 3 Isupk, and it's just up. Now they know the whole dynamic going to change, and then the questions that they asking are questions that our people are asking based on the topics that they bringing up in Clubhouse. All those questions and all the topics is why that everybody needs the Isupk.
God.
One was about black men who hate black women but love sex with black women, and I'm just like, why don't y'all just send them to the Isupk? Like every topic that y'all bringing out, y'all talking about. Because it's a big thing on this whole relationship thing. You know? There's marriage, there's black men and black women. I don't think a lot of people understand that comes from our oppressor to divide us. And y'all want the solution. And then when y'all see the solution, and y'all know it's up, real niggas is here. Like they really men. What's your question? You asked the question about black men, and you want black men, but you don't want black men? I don't understand. And then you get some brothers on there who, you know, they preach and they say all these things. Yeah, we need to check niggas. We need to change these men. We need to go in our communities. We ain't got to speak the Bible. Just go in our communities and just change. How many mentoring programs are there?
A ton.
How many mentoring Steve Harvey got a mentoring program. You think Steve Harvey's mentoring program changes the black community? It don't change nobody. Steve Harvey can't fix his damn self. Steve Harvey is half a sodomite, if not a full-blown sodomite. Steve Harvey's daughter is a straight-up harlot, a well-known hoe. What does Steve Harvey have? He has money. Will money fix the black community? No. Celebrities fix the black community? No. They can't. Everything that you think works does not work. Does not work. And the brother bring up an example. I'm just chatting before getting into the class. The brother brought up an example. He said, "Well, when black women yell at me, I just laugh it off. Black women yell at me and I just gotta take it as a hee hee ha ha." And I'm just like, brother, that's sad. You are utterly destroyed. And so is she. I said, what if younger black men are watching that? Mm-hmm. What if younger black women are watching that? That doesn't teach anybody that doesn't teach us that it's conducive for our relationships. It doesn't teach us that it's right. For you to say, I just laugh and I just gotta laugh at it, that's proving that you destroyed and she destroyed. And then y'all gonna ask the question about the black woman being protected. How can you protect the black woman when you just look at her when she yell at you as you just laugh it off? So you a clown and a joke. So how can you protect the black woman? And then he goes, we triggered it. That's it. What's it? I don't get what y'all talking about. I'm responding to what you're saying. But y'all don't want any, like we talked about unconditional love. Y'all don't want any boundaries. I don't understand. When we bring up the Bible, when we talk about the Bible, it creates boundaries for us. It has specific roles, duties. It shows us how we're supposed to live this life, how everything is supposed to work. And it works. You just not doing it. I don't know, man. And I can't stand when people say, and that's what I was just talking about, and the phone had cut off. When people say, well, I'm a Christian, so I know about the Bible, but we don't want to hear about the Bible because such and such. Your preacher don't tell you this. Your preacher ain't. Do y'all? I'm like, do y'all not know who we are by now? Obviously, you know who we are. You just can't bear to stand and listen to it because you're so accustomed to Christianity. Yo, how do you not know the Isupk and what we saying is real and hard? And your pastor ain't talking about black relationships. General Muhammad talk about it every class. He talk about how a man is to treat a woman, how a woman is supposed to treat a man, how you're supposed to treat your children, how the children are supposed to grow up. We learn this every class. Every class we breaking this stuff down. And then there's counseling for the specific individual. There's marriage counseling. Yo, it's everything. I don't. And it's obvious your Christianity doesn't work. Your pastor ain't talking about this. My pastor talk about it. Your pastor don't talk about a goddamn thing. Your pastors don't talk about nothing. They damn sure ain't doing it. You don't see no pastors being real and hardcore. The hell is you talking about? Go ahead,
So there was a couple of things I was going to mention the same thing. General Muhammad was just going over the exact same topic on Monday's class. Brother was asking about, counseling for, a brother or someone that lacked, confidence or something of that nature. Mm-hmm. And it goes into the way that, how was your father treated? Right? How did your mother treat your father? Did she belittle him in front of you? Did she call him all types of names? You know what I'm saying? There's some type of trauma that stemmed, from that child's youth that allowed him to grow up like that and take on that image that I should let women talk to me any kind of way. That I can't approach women, and be confident, in me as a man, when dealing with women, of course, though. That was just one of those things.
And they don't think that comes from the Bible. That's the Bible.
Right.
That's the Bible. General Muhammad, when he's saying it, he's saying exactly what was taught to him through protocol, through counsel, and most importantly, it's biblical. All of this is biblical, man. And we gonna really bring it out and really say it. What your pastor talk about? Your pastor don't talk about nothing. Because he won't even bring it to the table. He won't even bring it to the forefront. Because we saying he a liar. And you tell your pastor about the Hebrew Israelites and the Isupk, he will not challenge it. He won't. Geno Jennings is a big time preacher. I think he's out of Philadelphia, right? And he's got a large following now. You know how many times he done got an email or people have been like, yo, y'all need to talk to Geno Jennings. He know his Bible, da 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 da. How many times he done turned it down? You know how many times these people done turned it down? You can't put nobody in front of. And I'm not saying that as men. I'm saying that this comes from the Most High God. So if it comes from the Most High God, that's why we stand on it so firm. So this is the Brotherhood class. All right. Okay. If y'all got any questions or comments, pop them in. The Brotherhood class. Or people been like, yo, y'all need. Okay. And based off of Brotherhood, you got to go to the right counsel. Okay. You got to seek the right counsel, man. And you should seek righteous counsel, which comes from amongst your brothers. Now, if you're not in the truth, it might be different. You can go to counseling, get therapy, like everybody say. I don't know. Some of these therapists, I don't even know. Dr. Phil is a therapist. Y'all know that, right? Dr. Phil is a therapist. Maury, he's a therapist. Jerry Springer, ain't Jerry Springer an actual judge? He back to being a judge on TV.
Oh, for real?
Yeah. So you got all these people with degrees and everything. Go check them out, I guess, if you're not in the truth. But you should seek righteous counsel. All right? And the reason why I'm bringing this up is because of Kanye West, right? Okay? Everybody saw the interview. Everybody's talking about that interview. But what this brother does not have, he does not have brotherhood. He needs to come into the Isupk. He does. You done heard some things. He said something in that interview where everybody like, oh, snaps, check him out. But this brother is bipolar. This brother is schizophrenic. This brother got a lot of problems. He got a lot of mental illness. He got a lot of issues. Okay? And a lot of times when these brothers get a couple of dollars, they really start saying, because what does money do? What's one thing that money does? Because Kanye West said that we the Israelites, right? He said we the 12 tribes of Judah. We the Hebrew Israelites. What does money do? What's something that money does? It's not necessarily positive. It's not necessarily negative. Go ahead.
It's like I was gonna say, it more or less put restraints, on us. Restrictions, it limits, what we'll say or do because of the money.
He's a billionaire.
Yeah, but still gotta get that money though.
But he's a billionaire. So the answer that I'm looking for is the opposite. Money can open doors.
Okay.
You get what I'm saying? Money can open up doors. All right? It can allow you to see certain things that you wouldn't necessarily understand. Okay? Money, a great amount of money, right? Wealth will allow you to see other nations and interact with other nations in the high class of other nations. You feel what I'm saying? So that you can really see certain things. All right. Give you an example. Education is another example. You went to college, right?
Go.
Right. Going to college, for me, has nothing to do with what I learned academically in college. Going to college brought me into another world. Like, this is how Edomites really live. You get what I'm saying? Like, wow, Edomites just get drunk. They sniff cocaine. They off the damn chain. They are animals. It took me to another level of understanding who they are. Because I was in the hood to where I wasn't always around. I mean, I went to private school, but I didn't see them outside of school. You know what I'm saying? So it kind of, damn, they really live like this? I thought this was just in the movies. They really walk around naked and drink beer and halfway gay with each other. You know what I'm saying? The way they treat their women, the women act a certain way. It's really like that when I went to college. So Kanye West, with his money, he can really see how Edomites really feel about the other nations. He can really see now with his money, he can really look at different things. Because a lot of times money allows you time to where you can. I'm not saying always, but I'm just saying a lot of times money can give you certain freedoms to where you have more time to do certain things in life. All right? The majority of our people, well, all of us as a nation, we're still enslaved. So we understand that we got to work a 9 to 5. And get off the 9 to 5. We got to do this. We got to do that. You understand what I'm saying? We every day got to hustle and grind. So we don't understand that concept. So this brother here, Kanye West, he has money to really look at different things. Now he can see different religions and different ideas and different philosophies. So it kind of opens up certain things. And it gives him that to see how it correlate and respond. You get what I'm saying? Like, he'll be up at the top and he'd be like, yo, them brothers is right. The oppressor is the devil that the Bible speaks of. I'm seeing it right here in my face. Like, they really are some wicked. Yo, he said something to, I'm like, he is listening to the Isupk. All right? Kanye West said he owed Beans money. Did you see the interview? All right, he said he owed Beans money because Beans came up with the name Yeezy. He started nicknaming him Yeezy and Ye. And he said, I owe Beans some money because Beans came up with that whole concept. No. I don't care how much money you give Beans. You owe Commander General Yohana. What you were saying, you owe Commander General Yohana and the Isupk. You owe the Isupk some tithes, brother. You owe them a long line of tithes to Commander General Yohana, the priests and prophets up in the Isupk. I'm going to play the clip, but I'm going to go over the scriptures about seeking righteous counsel. Because a lot of times what happens, and fake Israelites do it, and a lot of cats that sit on the internet, you know, or a lot of brothers and sisters that listen to the Isupk, they might have family members, they might have friends, and they even take advice from us. and they hear it like a good song. You know, like that precept, sing us a song, right? Okay. And you gonna have to understand, like, y'all gotta get some real counsel though. You should come in here because everything will be complete. You understand what I'm saying? Even if I'm not saying everything won't be made perfect, but you will be striving towards perfection, and you have the perfect goal to obtain. You have the perfect example, Yahweh Shai Mashiach, to follow. All right? Let me play this clip. We'll play this clip for y'all.
Like an hour, I'm like, I'll take a little bit more here, do this here, blah, blah. And after this, it took all the life out of this man as a black barber, as a African American, as a blood of Christ, as a Hebrew, see, I'm telling y'all what it is, right? His mom was born into a drinking.
Yo, this dude said, as a blood of Christ, as a Hebrew. And then he said, I'm telling y'all what it is. And he's saying what he's saying, like he learned it, because at first, what did he call his brother? He said a black man, an African American, as a Hebrew. No, he said as a blood of Christ, as a Hebrew. I'm telling y'all what it is. Like how we say, like how when we be breaking down the scriptures and we breaking down the 12 tribes, we'll say the so-called African Americans. Or African Americans are the Hebrew Israelites, according to the Bible. He's saying exactly what he's hearing in classes.
Fountain. They told her what fountain she could drink out of. Okay. Now we born into a vote. They literally call it the black vote. Yeah. And by the way, we blood of Christ. We blood of Moses. Right. We're not just a color in a crayon box. And if we knew that, who we really were, we'd treat each other differently. We'd treat ourselves differently. So when you say, I'm black and I'm proud, like, but of what? What concept are we understanding? They say, go see the African History Museum. Why do they start when the boats came? Why don't they start with the drums?
When we was kings.
Oh, they don't want it, but we are kings. Mm-hmm. But the 400 years doesn't have to deal with slavery.
Listen to this. This man, Kanye West. Oh, it's just, it may be me, and I may be wrong, because it happened with Yahweh Shai and the disciples when there was people teaching the gospel, but they wasn't with the 12. Right. It wasn't with Yahweh Shai and the 12, and and Yahweh Shai said, just leave them alone, let them be there. You know what I'm saying? And then it happened again. And Paul was like, leave it alone, because eventually it's gonna come back to us. So I gotta always hear that scripture, because I kind of get upset when I hear people like Nick Cannon, Deshaun Jackson. Who else was it? It was who was the running back for the Kansas City Chiefs? Oh my goodness. It was a running back for the Kansas City Chiefs. He made a statement too. Okay.
I know Deshaun, Nick, and there was another.
Deshaun Jackson.
There was another recent footballer at the same time with Deshaun Jackson.
Right. Larry Johnson. His name is Johnson too. I think Larry Johnson. I think that's his name. Larry Johnson. He used to be a running back for the Kansas City Chiefs. And of course, you hear rappers bring it out. You hear Nas say it in a song, or you hear KRS-One say it in a track. You hear Ice Cube mention it. But I just be feeling some type of way, because I'll be like, why don't y'all give this man his times? You get what I'm saying?
Okay.
You know, Wu-Tang put us in a documentary. Won't y'all contact Commander General Yohana, man? Contact the Isupk. Okay? Kendrick Lamar. Alright? And don't do it with no fake Kims. Come right home, man. Come to the source. All right? Okay. And when I say the source, I'm talking about Isupk, the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge, under commanding General Yahala, out of 1 West 125th Street since 1969. Teaching the truth. And I do say it. And I say it proudly because it's true. Nobody was teaching what the 12 tribes break down. Nobody was teaching anything like that. We, the Israelites, those are the apostles. No one was teaching that until the Isupk. The Most High set up the Isupk. And they will tell you, man, I'm telling you, when I first started hearing about the Hebrew Israelites, IUIC, GMS, I'm looking at all their videos. You know what I heard Nathaniel say? I'm sitting in Nathaniel's class one day. It's before I came into the truth. I'm sitting in Nathaniel's class at the IUIC. And Nathaniel said, remember that, brother? You was there. You was there at the old school. Remember, they used to get thrown down the stairs.
Yeah.
Now y'all can't do, now we don't really do that, but in the old school, y'all step out of line, man. We used to take them and throw them down the stairs. Remember that? Boom, 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 boom. And he was making a joke, and he was like pointing to another cat that I guess was at 1 West. He was talking about 1 West, 125th Street. So I'm sitting here going, the old school. What that mean? Oh. GMS was not Times Square, but they used to be on in Times Square, in that area in Manhattan, right? And I'm watching a video. It was like on 43rd, 42nd, all the way down somewhere, 43rd somewhere. And a professor came up to GMS and is talking to GMS. This before I'm watching all videos because I'm trying to find out the home of the truth. I'm trying to figure out who are we, and the Hebrew Israelites. So I'm thinking like everybody else thinks. They all the same. All these groups gotta be the same. And in GMS, what was his name? What's his name? Tahar. Tahar is speaking. And a professor come up and says, I'm a professor. I learned and I studied at such and such university. I'm a professor in Toronto and some Canadian university. And the professor asked Tahar and said, where did you learn from? You know what Tahar said? He said, I learned from 1 West, 125th Street. That's the university I went to. I'm like, so what's 1 West, 125th Street? Yo! Kanye West, everybody else, Nick Cannon, all of them. You better find out where 1 West is. You better contact Commander General Yahala, the Isupk, the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge, and it's not the old school. It is the school. It's always the same. It's always been the same. All right, let me play this.
Oh, they don't want it, but we are kings. Mm-hmm. But the 400 years doesn't have to deal with slavery. It has to deal with the Bible. It has to deal with us being disobedient to God. Right. And that's why we farm land that isn't our own. Record labels, the NBA, Hollywood. These boys be scared. They be sitting there. Michael B. Jordan be telling my cousin, like, man, I want to do what Ye do, but I'm just, I'm right here. Or, like Kevin Hart be like, man, I like that. I'm envious of what Dave Chappelle could do. And then they sitting it at us. Me to him. Say this. Tech, blah, blah. He said this. He said that. It's like, boy, this there would be blood. It has to be some type of respect.
He straight up said 400 years of slavery has everything to do with the Bible. He said you will be farming on a land that's not your own. And he said the NBA, Hollywood, the music industry, yo! Now Kanye West ain't nothing. Ain't nothing but a brother that's lost. Nothing but a brother that's confused. Look at his haircut, all messed up. With the white woman, what is she? Half Arab, half Edomite. I don't know. With some filthy, disgusting harlot of a heathen. He is totally destroyed. And we've been saying this since 1969. I just had a conversation with a sister who says black people are not enslaved. I said, what? We're not enslaved? Are you serious? Sister must be complete. She's in her 20s. She said, we not slaves. Slavery ended a long time ago. We are farming lands that are not our own. It's not necessarily a farm, but it is a farm. You work at a call center. You're on a farm. You're picking calls. You're a slave. You move product from one building to another building. That's slavery. You're not getting no benefits from it. Come on, man. Come on, man. And don't give me no nonsense about, well, they got this option to do this stocks and bonds, and you got this way to do this, and I was so upset one time. This brother, and he still thinks like this in his mind. He works for Amazon. He's been working for Amazon for 20 years. Damn near 20 years. 15, 20 years. And he said, man, I gotta thank God for Amazon. Amazon put food on my table. And I remember the time I flipped on him. This is before. No. I was in this truth. I just got into the truth. And I was like, what? They don't put food on your table. You put food on your table. You go to that slavery. Amazon don't give a goddamn about you. These people don't care about you. It was built off of us, our slavery. Yo, this cat just said what we've been saying since the 60s. And he's utterly destroyed, man. He hurt. It's because he don't got nobody to tell him, yo, you need to check them Isupk niggas out. Straight up. Yo, you need to really look into that. He know what he was saying. Go ahead.
It's like I forget, you know what I'm saying, who was bringing it out. But he was talking about the music industry. And he was giving an example of hoes and pimps. And he was talking about, you know what I'm saying, how a pimp got these hoes. And they go out, they work, of course, though. And when they pimp around, they strut a little, you know what I'm saying? They do a little harder strut. They switch a little bit harder. You know what I'm saying? They do their job a little bit much stronger or more. The same thing happens in the music industry. You go out there like, yo, I want to be put out there. You know, I want exposure, of course, though. And guess what? The record labels pick them up and they give them exposure. And then, you know, they see, oh yeah, you know, Eminem's gonna be in the Rothstein, whatever it's gonna be in the you know, in the club right now. So you perform a little bit harder, of course, though. Why? Because, you know what I'm saying, you want that exposure, of course, though. So now they say, well, I'll give you what you want, of course, though. I'll give you what you're asking for. It's just not but, you know what I'm saying?
And the pimp take all the money.
Exactly.
And abuse him. Yeah. Yeah. Just people talk about that. That's crazy. You know, that's another topic. Because I was thinking about somebody was talking about what's the rapper name? Lil Baby.
Yeah.
He was talking about how much money he got. Right?
Yeah.
And it's like, who writes his check? Who writes his damn check? Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Who owns Nike? That's it. That's it. You feel what I'm saying?
Okay.
Who owns Nike? I don't know. We don't know. Nobody knows. Master P said something that was heavy. Master P said something that was so heavy. Because Master P got got some noodles now.
Okay.
Got the rap noodles, right? And they was kind of trying to clown him, like, oh, you got noodles and ha ha ha, you making noodles? Why you selling noodles and this and that? He said, I'm trying to have black businesses. You should have all different types of black businesses. He said, you know how many black people I got employed? I'm having a business and infrastructure, and I'm trying to inspire other brothers and sisters around me to have more black businesses. And then he stopped him. He's like, you laugh, but who owns ramen noodle? Boom, got quiet just like that. You don't even know. That's how much money they got. We don't even know. Do we know who Michael Jordan is? We think Michael Jordan is rich. That's a rich nigga. Michael Jordan gets a check from Nike. Who writes his check? Who writes a rapper's check? Come on, man.
A male perspective, a God perspective, and some type of community leadership. And I'm the leader. And that's what I told
Lauren Hill.
Yeah, I told Lauren, I told everybody.
He said a black male perspective. Leadership. Black male perspective and leadership. And then he goes and messes up and say, I'm the leader. Of course, he's going to think that he's the leader. I don't know how the hell he think he the leader. He got all the brother gone. He lost. You understand what I'm saying? He needs to find out who the leader is where you just recited your statement from. Blood of Christ, blood of Moses, Hebrew Israelites. How, brother, where did you learn that from? You need to seek righteous counsel from them. That's where he going. That's his demise right there. Go ahead, quick.
It's like I was just saying that with his comments and his statements, of course, though, it just leads right back here, of course, though, because he just said that black male perspective, of course, though, which man leadership and everything else coming from the school.
Yeah, absolutely.
He just doesn't know, or
he doesn't know, and he doesn't have that desire because you would have sought it out. You hear something. If you hear something that's so intriguing and engulfing and enlightening to you, and you don't seek righteous counsel, you will remain a fool forever. You get what I'm saying? I got the precept for it. And also, you will remain destroyed, more destroyed than somebody that doesn't know. You feel what I'm saying? So you know about the Hebrew Israelites. You know somebody said something to you, or you seen it somewhere. You get what I'm saying? Or he gonna be one of them niggas too. Is he gonna be one of them niggas too that I just know everything because I just know it? That's not true, nigga. Stop it. I don't know where black people got that from. Black people think that we learned everything and it just came inside of us. Be your own thinker. That's impossible. You can't be your own thinker. You had to get something from somewhere. Go ahead.
No, it's like because this gets into the later on with him and his wife, right? Kim, the divorcement and all that other stuff. You know,
it's not. I don't think it's part of this clip.
Okay, kind of slightly.
Yeah.
But I mean, even the portion that is there is almost kind of like he's pulling that from, well, that's still my wife, even if paper's been drawn up, whatever.
Yeah, but I think she let somebody else smash.
God.
Yeah.
God.
I don't know, but General Commander General Yahana and General Muhammad and the Black Watch News, the radio show last night, they brought out that she been dating Pete Davidson or whatever his name is. But yeah, you saying the concept of I don't believe in divorce, Yeah. But I think that's something else. I think that's more part of his love for Edomites at the same time. You know, he know he an Israelite, but he like, yeah, we the Hebrew Israelites. I love my white woman that's a hoe. Come back to me, baby. You know what I'm saying? I will never leave her. Yeah, that's that Christianity. That's that destroy black man.
I'm the leader. Let's look at it. Let's open up this Bible. So you know your grandmother like, you need.
He said, let's open up the Bible. He said, let's open up the Bible.
Jesus. That's what Jesus. Yeah. Man, song, by the way. Because all praise God. Yeah. Because all of this that we doing, it ain't adding up to nothing. Now God is pointing at me and said, "This man worth $9 billion. This man, and that's pretty good for a black man." Since I was like, "Oh, the black." First of all, I said that before. We gotta take the black version off it, because I'm running circles around, you know, all the other. You know what we're gonna do? Guys. Yeah, you know, that black or white. But what we're gonna do? Moses is, in order for Moses to be Moses, he had the ability to be able to take down anybody else. That's my thing.
That wasn't Christian. In order for Moses to be Moses, he had the ability and had to take down everybody else. That sounds like something from the UPK. Like Moses battling Pharaoh. Moses battling those who murmured in the desert. Moses battling the false prophets. And he had to take them down? It sounds Christian. You didn't hear that in no Christian church. Once again, man, yo, you gotta lock it in. You gotta lock it in. And you don't have people around you to say, yo, Kanye, yo. Because even with this, Jay-Z contacted Nori and said, don't let Kanye wear that white mask. He got some stupid white mask that he wear now. And he like, make sure he don't wear that. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, it's somebody who they are talking to Kanye West. And he talked about the nannies and the publicists talking to Kim Kardashian. You know what I'm saying? And he's saying, I don't like that. So he understands that there has to be some type of counsel coming from somewhere. Somebody saying something to somebody. Why not seek righteous counsel? I'm gonna get this precept for him. Let me finish what he's saying.
If I'm gonna rap on a song, if I'm gonna do a beat, if we talk about money, whatever we talking about, I'm gonna be the Moses of the situation, because that's what God anointed me, that skill set to be able to do that. You know what I'm saying? In hospitals today, they would tell a black mother that the baby.
I want y'all to listen to this. When I first heard this, I said, I took it personal, like, he must have heard me say this in class. When it's anybody in the ISUPK. But he said something that I always say. I say it damn near every day. And I was like, God, man, what?
God anointed me, that skill set to be able to do that. You know what I'm saying? In hospitals today, they would tell a black mother that the baby not finna come out today, because we are inside. Us as 12 tribes of Judah, as a member of the Hebrew people.
He said we the 12 tribes of Judah. Us as the Hebrew people. He's saying everything. He said when the black woman is in the hospital, they telling her not to have her baby. And listen what he says. Listen what he says right now. Because we inside the 12 tribes of Judah,
we are still inside of our genocide. 50% of all black deaths a year is abortion.
Yeah. I think I say it every class. I say that every class. Yo, ISUPK says that every day, every night. 50% of every black child born or conceived is aborted. Yo, for him to say that is like, thank you, brother. UPK been saying that. Absolutely. It's like, yo.
And Black deaths a year is abortion. Wow. And Plan B was created by Margaret Sanger with the KKK for black population control.
I think he meant to say Planned Parenthood, but he said Plan B. Margaret Sanger created Planned Parenthood. Okay. Plan B came later on.
God, they got a oops. I made a mistake.
But the Plan B pill?
Nah, they got a.
Oh, they got another brand?
They got a new pill to rethink your decision in the first place. So if you took apparently there's a 2 pill for your abortion. I didn't even know that. But there's 2 pills you take for the abortion. And if you having regrets, you can take another pill to undo everything that just happened, which
it has to be a time limit though on it, right?
something like 7 days or something like that.
Oh, okay. Because Plan B pill is, I think, 24 hours or 48 hours.
Right. So
right.
Like,
so the other pill that you talking about, the Oops pill, is 7 days.
The Oops pill is to cancel the abortion.
Cancel the abortion? I don't understand what you're saying.
It's a pill to cancel the abortion. I
don't get it.
It's a pill. I was getting ready to send it to in the group.
Oh, okay. You might want to look that up a little bit more. Because you saying if you took the Plan B pill, if she took the Plan B pill, she can take the Oops pill, and it'll cancel out the Plan B pill. I don't think that can. I think it's too late.
That's what I was saying. The one that somebody said.
So she's gonna be expecting a child?
Yeah.
I don't get that. I don't know. You might have to look that back up. I understand if they're saying that the Oops pill is 7 days compared to Plan B, which is 48, which is 2 days. 48 hours, 2-3 days, right? Okay. All right, but let me go into this.
You're getting deep right now, yeah. This is what I cried about during the election. Those tears is gonna be gospel someday. And what am I doing? I know the guy from Texas got a lot of backlash for changing the laws. I'm not in a position, that's not what I'm doing. What I'm doing is providing a Plan A, an opportunity where you can bring your children. If you feel like you can't take care of them, you ain't got to play.
Another thing the ISUPK has been saying since the 60s. If you don't want to take care of that baby, bring that baby to the ISUPK. We've been saying that, and we do it. We do it. Bro, just pull it up.
Kind of slide it. In short, they're saying that.
Is it an abortion pill?
It's a reversal pill.
I don't know.
They said the first pill that you take for the abortion, which blocks a particular chemical that the body needs, it blocks a lot. It's like the abortion pill reversal process involves a large influx of progesterone into a pregnant woman's city. This is due to the fact that the first pill, mifepristone, blocks progesterone from being absorbed by the womb.
We'll save that for another class.
Okay.
Because that way we can go into that. Because that sounds like some madness. That sounds like somebody that will say, I don't take the vaccine because I don't know what's in it. And it's going to harm my body. But they will take that pill right there. That sounds like madness. You're going to take a pill to have the abortion, and then they got a backup pill for it to reverse the abortion. That sounds like you are killing yourself. Like, that sounds like you're literally frying your insides. Like that. Wow. That's crazy. But we'll save that for another class. Okay? But I was just pointing out what he's saying and the things he's saying. And I don't think it's in this clip. But he said, yo, it was hilarious. I was like, that was something genius. He said that black people voted for Joe Biden because of Kamala Harris. Right? And he said 96% of the black woman vote went to Joe Biden. He said, you would have thought Kamala Harris was Drake. I was dying, and the way he's saying it is like, Drake don't care about black women. You know what I'm saying? But black women love Drake. It was just funny, man. I was just like, damn, man, that was a good shot. Because, you know, he took shots at Drake or whatever.
Yeah.
But anyway.
Place to take them. You don't have the support system.
Yeah, but he's saying you don't have the support system. You need a place to set. We've done it in South Carolina. We've done it in Texas. You get what I'm saying? We've done it. We've done it and all over. Hell, we've done it for your sons and for your daughters that you got rid of, that you don't care about, that you don't love. We take in all the people that y'all don't want. That's what the Isupk is all about. We take in those babies. And he built an orphanage. And he's saying, instead of having the abortion, send them to my orphanage. All right.
We got a place that's gonna have. I'm like, you thought that I wasn't gonna try to get killed in this interview? Dr. Sebi's diet, based off Dr. Sebi's diet, saving not only black children, but all God's children, giving an opportunity of a utopia. Because the reason why we didn't get our 40 acres and a mule is we have 40 acres, we have more people. We have more people and we have leadership with the leaders not.
When he said God's people, right? When I first heard it, I was like, oh, okay. He said all God's people. So I'm like, oh, okay. He talking about all nations coming together. He sound like a Christian. And then he immediately says, the reason why they didn't give us 40 acres and a mule is because we'll build our population. He's talking about us. He's saying black people are God's people. Wow, man. But then he says stuff that's crazy, off the wall. Like, why don't you just come on in, man? That's my thing. Nick Cannon, take that goddamn turban off your head. That's not a meat tree. Stop acting stupid. Like, just lock it in. It's all right. You'll be okay, man. Man, like, I understand. You scared you're going to lose your money. Okay, make your investments. Do your banking. You ain't got no savings? Like, you know what I'm saying? Pay your times to... And if this is what you want to say, lock it in. Kanye, don't sit up there and go, I'm going to get killed. You have Dr. Sebi's diet. Dr. Sebi's diet. Dr. Sebi's dead. And they rushed him to a hospital. And he's smoking weed on the hospital bed. Come on, man. Don't mess it up, man. Y'all be messing it up because y'all ain't got it. Seek righteous counsel. You sitting amongst foolish people. You sitting around people that won't check you and be like, yo, don't get no stupid haircut like that, brother. That's dumb. How somebody gonna listen to you and your head fucked up? Like, I was just looking like, how somebody gonna listen to what you're saying if you got this crazy haircut and you talking about you cut 3 doves in your head? What is you talking about, brother? Come on, man. Straighten it up, man. Nah, Kim want a divorce? Let her go. Tell her go on. Take her somewhere else, brother. You know you was never supposed to be with her in the first place. Those your children? That's fine, brother. Most High in Christ, we're gonna get them babies. You gonna have them babies. You gonna take care of your children. Yep, we good. Come on, brother. Get righteous counsel. Call for counsel, man. Get some counsel, man.
Strategically taken out of the community in the 80s and the drugs and guns put into it. And then the algorithm. You know what I'm saying? The 808, the 80s and the drugs and guns. We have 40 acres, we have more people. We have more people and we have leadership with the leaders not strategically taken out of the community in the 80s and the drugs and guns put into it. And then the algorithm. You know what I'm saying? The 808. The 808 exists in the lowest chakra of your body. The majority of content that's related to the 808 is killer or sexual content. The original 808s was even off pitch. So that meant it's an actual sound in the track that you don't realize is there that is fucking up your entire frequency. Right. And now, today, every time I hear a car come out, it's 808. But if you think about African music and hip hop when we was breakdance to, it was light.
The percussion.
It was upbeat. It was the drums. Now it's like, and all of this is a bigger, and it's like, man, you know, at this point, it's like they should have killed me when I said George Bush don't care about black people. I ain't got nothing to say. You know, they SNL making my wife say I divorced him on TV because they just wanted to get that bar off, and I ain't never even seen the papers. We not even divorced.
Wow.
So how we? Because that ain't no joke to me. My kids want their parents to stay together. Right. I want their parents. I want us to be together. But
I want y'all to be together too.
If you look at the media, that's not what they promoting. Right. That's not what they want. They want it to be a new wedding, a new episode, a new TV show. And then they have people all around in my wife's ear, like a kibbutz. We need Christian kibbutz. We can have communities. Be as close.
Kibbutz?
Kibbutz, like Jewish people have this type of circular community.
Like a community center?
No, it's like where they live, and where we need to live, where the grandparents can take care of the kids. It's better to have a grandparent taking care of the kids than a nanny taking kids hired love.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? That we move as a community, and as a community, we will not fail. There's communities that didn't go into slavery, like I think it's in Masada.
And then, did Nori get him to smoke weed? Did he smoke weed? He smoked weed. He's in up there smoking weed. You feel what I'm saying? The brother needs some counsel, man. He needs some help. All right. Get me on Proverbs chapter 12. Go ahead.
They had a whole clubhouse chat talking about that 808, the chakras.
Oh man, I don't know about all that.
The 44 hertz and how it's changed, and it's like, what?
I think. Well, I don't think. Well, he might not have been talking about it.
Nah, he wasn't in it. He was.
No. I'm saying.
Oh.
Okay. The music industry specifically wants us to rap or sing about certain things. You feel what I'm saying? And they promote and push it because it will sell. But the only reason why it will sell is because we formulate it as if that is what our culture is. So we take it thinking that this is what black culture is. Okay. So that I understand. I don't think he was taking it to that tone. He was more so like you were saying in the clubhouse, you know, the chakras and the beats is this. A beat ain't doing nothing. It's not the beat. It's your culture and your mindset and the things that are being taught. Because you can have a beat. Try to see.
Tiffany Haddish.
You can have a straight up beat, right? And let me see here. That beat is hard as hell. That beat, this beat isn't sending my chakras into selling drugs. You know? Y'all over philosophizing something just so stupid and ridiculous. And one thing that's great about the Isupk and so heavy and powerful about the Isupk, you're a man in here. You're a man in here. You can be masculine. You understand what I'm saying? A man thinks about war. A man thinks about war. What sisters think about? Sisters, y'all on there? Type in it. What sisters think about? Men think about war, right? What sisters think about? Be real with me. What sisters think about? I'm just bringing that out, man, because you're right. Because, you know, a lot of people have gotten into this Egyptology, this Kemetic science, this Buddhist, witch, astrology, zodiac trash, where, you know, the chakras and the chakras. What do women, where the sisters at? Sisters, answer this question. Anybody, any sister answer this question for me, Baba Kushab. What do sisters think about? I'm saying men think about war, right? So you'll hear ISUPK track by Captain Akkad or Captain Ty War, and we'll talk about having guns. We'll talk about standing strong. We'll talk about getting it on. Because we think about war. Is it righteous? Hell yeah, it's righteous. Exodus chapter 15, is it? God is a man of war?
Okay.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah, we think about war. We thinking about, that's like the Most High thinking. We trying to put our mind and set our mind on the right things. And war is right. So what sisters think about? Y'all answer that for me, Baba Kushab. All right? I'm going to bring up this scripture. We're going to get on Kanye. Why Kanye, like a lot of brothers, like all of our brothers and sisters, we need to get some righteous counsel, man. We need some righteous counsel. Was it Proverbs chapter 12, verse 15?
Proverbs chapter 12, verse 15. The way of a fool is right in his own eyes.
Say that again.
The way of a fool is right in his own eyes.
The class is Brotherhood. And it's a Brotherhood class for a specific reason. Right? It's a Brotherhood class for a specific reason. And the reason why this is the Brotherhood class is because Brotherhood means what? More than one. You're not an individual. Y'all thinking like individuals in here. Y'all thinking like individuals in here. This is not an individual thing. Right? The ISUPK does not promote individuality or individual thought or what the 5%ers like to say in the Nation of Islam. What's it called? Self. Knowledge is self. Knowledge is self. This is not an individual thing. This is not about you and yourself. Okay? Because who thinks about themselves as if they have all the answers themselves and they got it themselves? Who thinks like that? Sisters, once again, sisters, I'm asking a question. All right? Men think about war. What do the sisters think about? All right? Now, the other question that I'm asking is, who thinks of themselves and think that they have the answer themselves? They're there with a problem. They think they got the answer themselves. Everything comes from themselves. Read the scripture again.
Proverbs chapter 12, verse 15. The way of a fool is right in his own eyes.
The way of a fool is right in his own eyes. So who thinks they got it? Who thinks they know everything? Huh? Who thinks they know everything? Who thinks they know everything? Read the scripture one more time.
Proverbs chapter 12, verse 15. The way of a fool is right in his own eyes.
Who thinks they know everything? Go ahead, Doc. Say that again.
A fool.
Damn right. A fool. A fool. A fool. A fool. A fool thinks they know everything. You think you got it. You think you know everything. The way of a fool is right in his own eyes. You ever hear people say a know-it-all? When they saying a know-it-all, that person don't know it. That person is just convinced. They just know that that person is convinced that they already have the answer and the solution. Right? Kanye West had a song. Since we talking about Kanye, he had a song, Can't Tell Me Nothing. You can't tell somebody like that anything. All right? And I'm not just going in on Kanye. I'm just saying this in general because you know how many people, you know, think like Kanye and got all them problems and really think that they got it themselves. You should be mad at yourself. You should be offended at yourself to think that you have the answer. Like, you have people really saying that they know that they're Israelite. They will say black people are Israelites, right? But they won't come in the Isupk. They will see the works of the Isupk. They will see how it lines up with the Bible. They see that we really in depth with the scriptures. And they'll be like, thinking that they just got this knowledge by themselves. To me, I couldn't do that. I couldn't do that because I would feel as if I'm not being sincere to the Most High God as to where this thing came from, as to what this is all about. All right? Read that one more time, huh?
Proverbs chapter 12, verse 15.
That's right.
The way of a fool is right in his own eyes.
The way of a fool is right in his own eyes. The way of a fool is right in his own eyes. You know everything. You got it. You got it. You know everything. You got the answers to everything. You can't be told anything. As soon as somebody tell you something, you just automatically take it like, well, but this and this. When you deviate, you don't want to take it. That's a fool. A fool is headed to nowhere but destruction. A fool is about death. Filled on their own lust. Intelligent, you can be an intelligent fool. You can be a dumb fool. You can be a career fool. You can have money. You can be broke. You can be a fool because you think you're right in your own eyes, right? But the righteous thing to do is this. Go ahead.
But he that hearkeneth unto counsel is wise.
But he that what?
He that hearkeneth unto counsel is wise.
But he that what?
Hearkeneth unto counsel is wise.
That's right. Where does this counsel come from then? Because you got to hearken unto counsel. There's something between, there's a complete difference between a fool and the wise. Someone that's wise and someone that's a fool. There's a complete difference. Right? There's a totally different spectrum. And a person that is wise takes counsel. Wisdom comes from taking counsel and hearkening to the counsel. That's brotherhood. You're going to go to these brothers that are wise, that have the counsel. Right? Okay. All right. Let me get my other precept. Give me Psalms chapter 1. Psalms chapter 1. Because now we have to understand where counsel should come from. Who has counsel? All right. Because you might say, oh, I'm going to go to the old head. I'm going to go to the old heads and hear the counsel. I'm going to go to them old cats, man. Them old cats, man. They've been through it. So they going to give me right counsel. They going to tell me, you know what? You know what an old person told me the other day? Not too long ago? An old brother. Excuse my language, and excuse my language, sisters. I'm just saying exactly what he said. Verbatim. He said, and I heard this before in the past when I was a teenager. He said, don't ever turn down no pussy. You take it. She give it to you, you take it. I said, what? Whoa! Whoa! And I remember, and thank the Most High for my uncle, because my uncle was locked up. Right? My uncle was in prison. And I presented that to him when I was like 14. And told him that's what they say. He said, you know what he said, you know where else they say that at? He said that they say that right here with me. He said, look at them. People that talk like that, that's the stupidest thing you can ever think of in your life. Just go ahead and take it. Because she offering it up. But that came from old men. That came from the cat. He 50, 60, 70 years of age. He said that. So, and this old cat said that to me the other day. I wasn't asking him for his advice. He just was talking, and he said that. And I just looked at him. I said, nah. Are you really seriously saying that? You saying that? Just because you old in age don't mean that you have wise counsel.
God.
Y'all, a lot of y'all old. If you're not in the Isupk, you ain't got no wise counsel. I don't know what the hell you talking about. The vast majority of them, why is we destroyed as a people? Because the previous generation, they're messed up. You was smoking crack in the 80s, man. You smoked weed and all that. You was having sex with anything and everything. What you talking about? Don't just take counsel from anybody. It has to come from a righteous man. And that righteous man is in this brotherhood, in the Isupk. We got brothers that are proven and shown that they are living by a standard. So the counsel that they give is a standard, which is the law, statutes, and commandments out of this Bible. You talk to anybody that tell you something stupid like, man, the Bible that's made up. Don't we seek no counsel from them. Sisters, black women, what are y'all known for? What are they known for? Black women are known for. It's a stereotype that's a reality. Not all. I have to always, I always have to, put the asterisk next to it. When I say sisters, I'm not talking about all black women. But black women are known for giving bad advice to other black women. Am I right? I'm not making that up, but black women will tell you that they get bad advice from their girlfriends. Their girlfriends give them relationship advice. I had a woman tell me this past weekend, I should have let you marry my daughter. She said that to me. She gave her daughter bad advice. She told her daughter that her daughter is still young and should experience life. Don't get married, you're too young. Okay, all right. You got to get righteous counsel from somebody that lives this word, teaches it, understands it, was taught it, passed down to them, and it's in this brotherhood, the Isupk. You was going to say something?
Oh, it's like it. Nah, just the old hoes going to do the same thing. Give you, what I'm saying?
Come on, man. I heard an old sister say, because she was talking to a younger sister, and the younger sister was talking to her, and the old sister kind of was like, veering towards doing what's right. And the young sister said, well, if you had a body like mine, wouldn't you do it? The old lady said. She said, if you got it, flaunt it. I had that body too. I'll do it. I'm like, dang. Wow. Where does righteous counsel come from, man? Because we listen to wicked counsel. We love wicked counsel because it fulfills our lusts. It's something great. All right. The question that I asked sisters, what do sisters talk about? Right? When I said men talk about war, sisters would talk about relationships, specifically their intimate relationship, right? With their men, right? That's music. That's music. How do you think Mary J. Blige is the top seller in music? Cause she talking about relationships. And what she talking about, she said she you know, she crying on every song because the man did her wrong. All right, so that became part of our culture. That's our culture. All right. So those are the things that give to our culture. Okay, and we can alter it based off of what is right, and we can teach it. It don't have nothing to necessarily do with the drum beat or the chakras. We gotta get out of that trash, man. Let's stop lying. The chakras. It ain't the chakras, man. The chakras is that's just stupid.
44 hertz is detrimental to the human body.
All right, whatever, man. That's some trash. Shut up. Shut up. Shut up. Stop smoking weed. You saying what's detrimental and you saying that the beat, the drums, the beat is detrimental to your chakras while you smoking weed. You dummy, you're putting something in your lungs. You're putting smoke in your lungs. You dummy. Just talking to a Rasta. He said, oh, it's from the earth. It's good. It's good for you. It's from the earth. It's herb. Then they say take the herb. You don't burn anything. If you stand in a burning house, ain't you supposed to get out? Or do you sit there and go, this is good. It's from the earth. This fire keep me warm. Yeah, you dummy. You're breathing in smoke. So stop smoking weed and talking about that chakra trash. That's trash. How about we follow this right here? Go. Give me Psalms chapter 1, verse 1.
Psalms chapter 1, verse 1.
Stop listening to everybody. Stop listening to everybody and everything. Because everybody's going to tell you everything that they want to tell you. Because everybody's a know-it-all. Everybody got the answer for you. And you like to hear the answer that you know is stupid. That you know is dumb and wrong. You like to hear that. Right? You want to lose weight, you want to go on a diet, right? You like to hear somebody say, go ahead, eat pizza and cheeseburgers and snack cakes all day long. That's great. Do what you want. I got something for you. You eat that and it's all right. You're going to listen to that idiot. All right or wrong? Said Edomite at my slavery yard. Said he got diabetes. His leg is this. One Edomite told me, he said, look at his leg next time you see him. He comes into work and I don't know, man. He's got to see a doctor. Yo, his leg is swollen like this. They're going to cut his leg off. Most like cuts. I said, damn, his leg is like this. His leg is like this. Do you know what we deliver? We deliver baked goods, sweets. And every time they say, we got leftover donuts, who's the first one to eat it? The goddamn bastard with his leg this big. You know why? Because when somebody says, we got free donuts, whoever wants it, he loves to hear that. Just like your advice, your counsel that you get from your OGs, your old heads. Niggas you're locked up with. And you keep getting locked up with. You want to listen to them. You want to listen to your girlfriends. We got 4 baby daddies. You want to listen to them. Everybody wants to listen to them. Because they're going to tell you something that you're accustomed to. That you like. You got to fit her approval. Or his approval. It's a bunch of idiots. And a bunch of fools. Yes, I said it. It's a bunch of fools. Go ahead, Al.
Blessed is the man that walketh not in the counsel of the ungodly.
He walketh not in the counsel of the ungodly. What is the term walking? What does it mean to walk? Because it says walk not.
Means like me.
Say that again, Al.
It's like basically not follow after. Like when you see other people out here, you know, doing something like King, right? You know, seeing his children grow up to follow in his footsteps, to follow
That's it.
the exact same thing that he did.
That's it. Footsteps. When you say something, that was it. I just wanted to stop you because you hit it. Hit it. If you say, I'm following in somebody's footsteps, are you literally walking in their footsteps? Like you walking in the snow or in the mud in their footsteps? What does that mean?
Take it up after them.
That's correct. You're living their life. You're living a particular life. When it says walketh in the Bible, or walk, when Yahweh Shai says follow me, walk the path of righteousness, or walk the broad way into destruction, walk means life. The life that you live. You follow in footsteps. Okay? Everybody that walks, you walk in the footsteps of somebody else. You're gonna follow after somebody's footsteps. When people say when people say to the ISUPK, we want to speak to Commander General Yohana, you speaking to him. Because I follow in the footsteps of my spiritual father, Commanding General Yohana. So whatever I say, I'm saying exactly what he says. Right? What Paul says, he follows Christ. So if you follow Paul, you're going to follow Christ. If you follow Yahweh Shai Mashiach, you follow Christ, you follow the Most High. You're walking a particular walk, you're living a particular life. So don't walk in the counsel of the wicked. All right? And you will be blessed. Blessed is the man that walketh not in the counsel of the wicked. You're walking in another direction. You should look different than everybody else. You should have a different life than everybody else. If you don't, you wicked. You're a fool. Yes, the majority of people are dumb. The majority of people are fools. The majority of people are wicked. Yes. When will we ever learn that? America wants you to be tolerant and open to everybody. Why? They're a bunch of idiots. They fools. They're wrong. They're wicked. Black people think that we can follow in the footsteps of everybody. We're supposed to just follow everybody. That doesn't make any goddamn sense. Oh, follow Malcolm X. I'll follow Martin Luther King. I'll follow Huey P. Newton. Hey, we started up this new group. One nigga on the clubhouse said, yeah, man, I'm a GD. So the brother said, oh, you a gangster disciple? Nah, growth and development. Nigga, shut up, nigga. You just saying the same thing. You just put a different name on it. It's corny. You're just walking in somebody else's footsteps. And you can't be an individual because nobody's an individual. No man lives on an island. Where did you come from? Didn't your father have sex with your mother? Weren't you conceived? Don't you come from parents? Well, you can't walk in the counsel of everybody. You have to walk in the counsel of the righteous. Blessed is the man that walketh not in the counsel of the ungodly. Keep going.
Nor standeth in the way of sinners.
Nor standeth in the way of sinners. What does that mean? Nor standeth in the way of sinners.
It's like, is that more so referring to like viewpoints and like the way you do stuff?
Yeah. Take the word. Use the words. What's stand?
What is this?
What's stand?
What's your stance?
Exactly. Exactly.
The portion is right or wrong.
What you stand on. What you stand on. And anybody saying they don't stand on nothing, shut up. Shut up. Shut up. It's like somebody told me the other day. I said, you ain't got to be Republican or Democrat. You know what they said? Well, you ain't got to be that. You can be the independent party. Ain't no goddamn independent party. The independent party doesn't exist. It's facade. They really stand on what the Republicans say, or they stand on what the Democrats say. You stand on something. You have to stand on something. So don't stand in the way of sinners. The way is talking about, like you said, the ideas, the philosophies, the thoughts. Blessed is the man that standeth not, that standeth in, nor standeth in the way of sinners. Nor does he stand in the way of sinners. Kanye West, just like all these other brothers, you got to get out of the way of sinners, man. You got to get out of the way of sinners. Stop being around them. Stop having their ideas and their philosophies, thinking that it's going to work. It's not going to work. Nor standeth in the way of sinners. You can't stand on that. All those ideas and philosophies. Receiving that counsel from that person. You receiving counsel from a sinner? That's why the Brotherhood Isupk is a weapon. That's why it is so strong. Because you can, if you got problems, you can seek counsel in here and get it from priests and prophets of the Most High, from righteous men. Go ahead,
They were sent into the seat of the scornful.
Nor sitteth in the seat of the scornful. What happens when you sit in a seat? We talking about this interview. What happened? What happened when you sit in a seat? So we're talking about the interview with Kanye West. What happens when you sit in a seat? Go ahead.
You relax.
Yeah, keep going. Give me more. What happened? What just happened? What we just see? You relax. What happens when you relax?
You open up about that?
That's it. There you go. Give me my hand. Right. You open up. You're open. You sit in this seat, you open. Right. Hey Kanye, tell us about Kim. Oh man, met Kim, I love Kim. Ba 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 ba. I told him to cut my hair and cut these doves in it. Mess my hair up. Can nobody make money like I'll make money? I'll beat them. You opening yourself up. You open. So you sit down in the seat and you open. So it's saying, sitteth not, nor sitteth in the seat of the scornful. What's scornful? What's the scornful?
It's like it's sorrowful.
Let's get it. What's scornful? You see that? Scornful. Feeling or expressing contempt or derision. What is derision? See the similar? Contemptuous. expressing deep hatred or disapproval. Yo, what's that part saying? Seeking righteous counsel, right? The reason I'm bringing this out in the Brotherhood class is because when you seek righteous counsel amongst your brother has love for you. He has true concern for you, that he is willing to die for you. That's a brother. A brother is made for adversity. You know what I'm saying? A brother is in this same battle that you battling, that you fighting. And everything that he says is going to be about life. What is the scornful thinking?
Death.
For who? We was talking about him for a couple months now. The cat on YouTube, Kevin Samuels.
God.
Is he a brother to black people?
No. Nah.
Is he a brother to black women?
Nah.
Nah. He hates black women.
God.
But they go to him for what? For counsel. You see? You sit in a place and ask for counsel from somebody that hates you. That's what this is talking about. They hate everybody and they hate you too. And you thinking you getting righteous counsel, but they hate you. Yo, they really hate you. That woman you keep going to, she hates you. She hates you. You really got a good man. She don't like that. You think she likes that? She hates you. That cat that you going to, yo, this cat's out here be talking today. Yo, man, I don't know what I should do with her, man. No. They ain't gonna say, yo, that's your wife, man. That's your rep. That's your woman. You gotta deal with her. You gotta love your wife, brother. Nah! They wanna smash your wife too, nigga. They hate you. You sitting in the seat of the scornful. You sitting in the seat of people that hate you. Man, please. Kanye West don't have righteous counsel. These brothers don't have righteous counsel. Because they're not in the Isupk. Okay? Get you some righteous counsel. Get you somebody that's going to say something to you about wickedness. You're going to ask them about it. You're not going to think that you know it, because that's a fool. You're going to seek righteous counsel as a brother. Right? Read verse 2. This is opposite of walking in the counsel of the ungodly, standing with sinners, standing on the way of sinners, what they believe in, and sit in the seat of the scornful. You full of hate, and that person is full of hate. Everybody's full of hate. Right? Go ahead, read verse 2. This is the opposite.
But his delight is in the law of the Lord.
What, his what?
His delight is in the law of the Lord.
What is in what?
You know, delight is the law of the Lord.
But his delight is in the law of the Lord. He loves the Lord. That's his delight. That's his delight. It's a pleasure. It's a pleasure to live up according to the law, because it gives order and structure and counsel. Okay? Keep going.
And in his law does he meditate day and night.
And in his law doth he meditate day and night. All right. What does that mean, meditate day and night? Why y'all got the Bible? Why you asking for counsel? Why y'all using the Bible? Read that part one more time, huh?
But his delight is the law of the Lord.
Uh-huh.
And in his law does he meditate day and night.
What does that mean? What does that mean?
It's like it.
Go ahead.
They think on it, the law, and both morning, evening, something that's on the mind.
And if it's always on your mind, what does that mean? Yeah.
Keeping it.
They're keeping it. They live in this. They live in it. It's always on their mind, so they live in it. It's likely. Always on their mind, so they keeping it. Day and night. They living according to this law. All right? Seek counsel, righteous counsel. All right? That's brotherhood. All right? And with that, pass the class over to precinct officer Don Wonkovo.
Isupk security announcement. We're at Isupk Star at 1 West 125th Street under the leadership of Commander General Hana. Root for new brother and sister. When new brother and sister come to the school, they off limits for 6 months. They're to be saluted only. They're here to show themselves to the world. If they need transportation, the teacher will arrange it. After 6 months, if a brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to a brother or sister. There's another 6 months in which the brother or sister will court each other.
Let us hear you, Let us hear you. Hold on.
So I
Just slow it down. Slow it down just a little bit, all right?
cut it back.
All right, go ahead.
After 6 months, the brother and sister will get permission from the head to marry. Tithe is a commandment. Numbers chapter 18, verse 21. Malachi chapter 3, verse 8 through 10 means 10th in Hebrew. My Ishra, 10% of every penny of any increase the Lord gives to you, gives to the treasury department or teacher, priest fund, free will offer for priests, not mandatory whatsoever amount you like. Upcoming holy convocations, feast of dedication, Hanukkah, November 28th, for the span of 8 days. First Maccabees chapter 4, verse 52 through 61. Check the bulletin board and back. Also, don't forget that the Las Vegas cookout is going to be starting tomorrow.
This Thursday.
Thursday.
Yeah?
Thursday, the 11th, of course, through 14th.
Uh-huh.
If anyone wants to be a trooper in school, start wearing all black, boots, shirt, pants, headband, and scarf. With that, one person to teaching. Men of Israel. Imagine, by Shabbat, Imagine, Barak, Yahweh Hashem Yashar Barakatah.
How about you mess with the thumb?
So, courteous salute to sisters. Imagine, Shabbat, Imagine, Barak, Yahweh Shamar, Alathan by Hashem Yahweh Shah, Yezmatah, class dismissed.
You know, one sister said in one of the things, she's asking if the brother could slow down, but she was watching it after. She said she was trying to get the holy convocation. Yo. Yo, Esau is crazy. I'm reading this article that you sent me.
Oh,
Shit just sounds crazy though, like
but that's not even the one, you know what I'm saying, that I originally
you got a reversal pill.
kept.
Yo, what is you doing to your body?
They're claiming that they killed a baby by starving it of particular hormones. But with this other pill, it floods the womb with the same hormone that they're blocking, which makes no sense.
Okay, yeah, because it's the 72 hours. So you gotta take this article. You gotta take the pill within 72 hours.
Okay.
The other one is 20. That like when you take a Plan B, that's 24 hours.
Right.
So you go, nah, I want to have this nigga baby. He got money. So then you take this pill because that pill sends. But that shit's crazy. I don't know if that's gonna work.
They got testimonials.
Cause that pill kills off the sperm. The Plan B. It goes in and kills the sperm. And I think does something to the eggs.
It might be a different type. It's stupid.
It's just crazy. It just sounds like, yo, you fucking up your body, baby. Stop that shit.
Yeah.
Even when women take the Plan B pill, it makes them feel discomfortable. Like they feel sick. They sick for that time. Yeah.
Stupid, bro.
So it's not good for them. It's not natural. So it's damn sure. But I'm not mad at somebody trying to do a reverse pill, but it just doesn't sound like it makes any sense.
I feel like, oh, it's like it. Gabrielle, what's her face name?
Gabrielle Union?
Back in 19...
Oh, hold up, Salaki.